फोन करतो फोन.
Hello. A very good evening to all of you. It gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you on behalf of CVSN, that is Cardiovascular Society of Nashik. CVSN is a unique society, one of its kind, which encompasses not only cardiologists but also cardiovascular and thoracic surgeons, interventional radiologists, and peripheral vascular surgeons, thus encompassing all the caretakers of the cardiovascular system under one roof in a single association. Today, we have gathered here for the installation ceremony of our new upcoming team for the tenure of 2024 to 2026. CVSN was founded in 2022 under the leadership of the founder president Dr. Vinod Vijan sir. The society continues to work for its members as well as for the society at large. So we are all set today to cheer up the old team as well as to congratulate the upcoming team. Now may I request all the dignitaries to please join us on the dais. First of all, we are all very fortunate to have amongst us a very honorable chief guest of today, Lieutenant General Dr. Madhuri Kanitkar ma'am, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Maharashtra University of Health Sciences, Nashik. I request madam to please join us on the dais. Dr. Sudhir Sankalecha sir, IMA, President, IMA Nashik. The outgoing President, Dr. Vinod Vijan sir, is not present here physically today, but he will soon join us all live on the Zoom platform. Incoming President, Dr. Manoj Chopda sir, sir please grace the dais. President-elect for the tenure of 2024 to 2026, Dr. Dharmadhikari sir, is not present today, but he had conveyed his inability to attend the program due to his prior commitments. The outgoing Secretary, CVSN, Dr. Vikrant Vijan, I request you to please join us on the stage. The incoming Secretary, Dr. Suresh Suryawanshi sir, please join us on the stage. Now before we proceed, let us seek the blessings of the supreme source of knowledge and wisdom, that is Ma Saraswati. May her divine grace illuminate our minds and lead us towards the success. So, let us join our hands in prayer for the Saraswati Vandana. Also, as we embark upon this new chapter, let us follow our revered tradition of lighting the lamp. Lighting of the lamp symbolizes illumination of knowledge, dispelling of darkness, with the dawn of new era of hope and progress. So I will request all the dignitaries on the dais to please come forward and light the lamp. Now, after seeking the divine blessings, without any further ado, let's invite our esteemed current outgoing president to share his insights. I request and call upon Dr. Vinod Vijan sir to join us on the Zoom platform to share his insights.
I can see you. Can you hear me? I've got just 4 minutes left from the Zoom, so I don't know whether I'll be able to complete. But first of all, can you hear me, please?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It gives me great pleasure to invite our chief guest, the Honorary Vice Chancellor, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Maharashtra University of Health Sciences, and I'm thankful to you, Madam, for gracing the function and in the presence of all dignitaries, all my members of Cardiovascular Society and other invited guests of Association of Physicians also. And I will just start with my brief presentation, understanding that it is very difficult to get all things while being in United States. So this is how we started. We were earlier also meeting as groups because we realized that we have to be separate from our parent body, the physicians of India, and even whenever we had a meeting, this was for the API, when international faculty used to come, we cardiologists used to meet separately, and then the thought process came that why should we not have our own society? And that is how first time in 2021 at my farmhouse we all met with the idea that we should form our own society, and it was proposed, being the senior most cardiologist, that I should lead the formation. We started with cardiovascular forum initially, and that was the time we had the first executive body meet, because there was a lot of process of forming a registration, the criteria to get the PAN card, the GST registration, bank account, and HFC. All the time we were wearing masks. The COVID phase 3 had started, and then here this is the Charity Commissioner's office. It takes about months, but I just went there once in my scrubs, and he made me wait for half an hour and directly handed me over the certificate of registration, which was very surprising, and I was thankful to him. We got our PAN card, and then we decided that first we should have our meeting, and unfortunately the COVID P3 had gone up to its peak. What is the purpose of our cardiovascular society? This is a very unique society. In fact, many people have told me it is not only cardiologists, it is cardiac surgeons, vascular surgeons, interventional radiologists. And we first met, and our aims were to have academic advancement, co-share technologies, jointly conduct clinical trials and treatment protocols, and that is how enhance the image of our society in the public and have a kinship. And we started searching, and we had our first meeting, a trial meeting at Taj, and then eventually we decided to have Professor Upendra Kaul. He is a Padma Shri, one of the senior most cardiologists in the country from New Delhi. But then COVID came, and he said that I will not come. And then we had a meeting digitally, and we were installed. And even unfortunately today I am talking digitally. So he said, what will you send me? I said, you are from the wine capital of India. I said, okay sir. Then we made a specialized gift for him with his name and our logo, which is still preserved. And this was well covered even in the press. After that we had started repeatedly getting, regular meetings with our various societies, with API, and even when the EP specialists came from various parts of the country. And this is our logo. In fact, no one can copy it because the background is the map of Nashik district. And we had even cardiothoracic surgeons for the transplant programs. And we had our social commitments. On Tobacco Day, we would say that to the public that we should not smoke and things like that. Regular bi-monthly, every monthly meeting, and even more than that. And that is how we wanted now to have our first annual meeting. And this is how we decided. This was another meeting where another faculty had come, and this was with a workshop. It was not just a meeting. And even this was another meeting.
Sir is just logging in.
Yeah. Am I? I'll have to share, and I'll have to go with my. Yeah. Am I here? Back? Yeah. Sorry, the meeting got interrupted. And even when there were international meetings, like this was from Poland, for specifically only for Nashik, we were there. And then we decided that 1 year was over. I'm trying to make the meeting short. And we thought that we should have a meeting of all the 4 pillars. You see, as we were introduced, cardiologists, cardiac surgeons, vascular interventionalists, and vascular surgeons. So each of them should have one of their own heads. And then the top people we told each one of them, and we could get Professor Mehta, Dr. Anvay Mule, and Yadav and Ganesh Kanitkar. The other, they're all my colleagues, when I used to be visiting at Ruby Hall. And all of them came, and we had a wonderful meeting. Dr. Ashwin Mehta came digitally, you can see him, and he attended the whole meeting, and he was very happy and very impressed by the quality of meeting, and he and even Upendra Kaul and all congratulated that this unique society is encompassing all the various disciplines, and you can see this way. And then we used to even have joint API sessions, and again when the international faculty would come to India, they would always want to come to Nashik, and this is the way. Then and eventually towards the end of, it was 3 years, 1 year went in just getting the registration, and then the end of 2 years, just a month back, we had our second annual conference at Sula Resort, and again we had national faculty coming from Delhi, coming from Telangana and from Mumbai, and it was a very successful meeting here, you could see. And Madam, I would like to inform you, our society was blessed with faculty. Even Dr. Dilip Masaikar had come here for our cardiovascular meetings, and he was even the chief guest during one. This is a newspaper cutting I could just manage to get, and today we are fortunate to have you. And even in our various ways, whatever we used to do, just this month we had a meeting even at Maharashtra University of Health Sciences, and we really missed your presence because I was told that you were in Chennai at that time, and we even had a workshop and on CPR in your Dhanvantri Hall, and which was well attended, and I was told that around 550 students had come and attended, and we had multiple tables where we teach everyone how to conduct CPR session, and even we had lecture series, and Professor Puri had come from Delhi and stayed back on Monday for this meeting, and this was again very well covered even in the press, and every time whenever we are about to end our tenure, we all feel that what should I do to have a lasting impression, and this is again a slide from COVID phase, first phase, or phase 2, when there was very high mortality, as the API president that time, we purchased 11 ventilators, high flow ventilators, and one was gifted to our API, which is still with our API office, and anyone who wants this can use it, and it is still a very good indication for many types of cases. This is all from New Zealand we managed to get, and now for our Cardiovascular Society, we purchased an AED and we have given it to Nashik airport, because here you see in every airport there are dozens of AEDs at various places, but our Nashik airport did not have an AED. So this is the gift from the Cardiovascular Society, because we have to give something back to the society, and we would want to continue to work with MUHS and with all other parts of divisions of cardiology, with medicine, and even with the public. With this, I'm told that ma'am has to leave by 9 o'clock, so I try to make it as brief as possible. So thank you very much again for coming, and I'm sure now we started the journey, and it will go and become bigger, and more capable people, young dynamic leadership would come and take our cardiovascular society to greater heights than ever before. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Vijan sir, for giving a detailed insight into the body of work done by the CVSN on both academic front as well as on the social front. So with this, now we move forward to the important part of the today's ceremony, that is handover ceremony. On behalf of Dr. Vinod Vijan sir, I request Dr. Vikrant Vijan to do the handover to the incoming president. However, here I will just take this opportunity to do a detailed formal introduction of Dr. Manoj Chopda sir. I request you to just be seated. Dr. Manoj Chopda sir is a senior interventional cardiologist with a rich experience of 29 years in the field. He is currently Chairman, Chopda Medicare and Research Center Private Limited, Magnum Heart Institute, Canada Corner, Nashik. Sir completed his MBBS from Vijan Medical College, University of Pune in 1987. He did his MD Medicine from Vijan Medical College, University of Pune in 1990. Sir did his DM Cardiology training from Grant Medical College, University of Mumbai in 1994. Sir has pioneered the work of interventional cardiology in Nashik and across Maharashtra. He has also pioneered the work of pediatric cardiology since 2002 across Maharashtra. He has been a pioneer in robotic PCI, that is robotic precision angioplasty in Maharashtra. Sir has performed around 70,000 procedures including coronary angiography, 20,000 coronary angioplasties, 3,000 device closures and valvuloplasties in pediatrics, more than 2,000 balloon mitral valvuloplasties, more than 1,000 pacemakers, ICDs and CRT devices. And point to note that 40% of these cases are below poverty line. So he also has been doing a great social work. Sir holds London Book of World Record for doing more than 70,000 procedures. Sir did a pioneering work in establishing the cardiac units at the Wokhart Hospital, Nashik, Sandarbh Seva Rugnalaya, Nashik, Raja Bahadur Hospital, Nashik, and Sai Baba Hospital at Shirdi. He has performed 39 cases in a day, which holds a national record at Sai Baba Hospital, Shirdi. And he performed 14 pinhole surgeries in children with 4 kg weight and above in a single day. In 2010, Sir established a 75-bedded state-of-the-art facility, multi-super speciality hospital called Magnum Heart Institute in the heart of the Nashik city. And the second venture of his is a 150-bedded multi-speciality hospital, Magnum Heart Institute at the Nashik Road. Sir has been the recipient of many prestigious awards. He has received Dhanvantari Bhushan Puraskar in 2011, Best Technical Case Presentation in an International Conference in 2013, Business Icon of Nashik. In 2014, he was awarded by the hands of Honorable Shri Devendra Fadnavis, Chief Minister of Maharashtra then. He is also a recipient of Adarsha Vaidya Puraskar, Best IMA Branch State Level Award under his IMA Presidentship between 2015 to 2016, Legends of India by Economics Time in 2023, Lifetime Achievement Award by IMA in August 2024, Lifetime Achievement Award Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel in June 2024. The list is long and never ending. Sir is also currently the member of Executive Committee for the Maharashtra State Chapter of the Cardiology Society of India. And recently, Sir also organized a conference of the Midterm Conference of Maharashtra Interventional Council, where he was the organizing secretary, and the conference was a big success. Sir is also very interested in research work, and he has been a principal investigator on more than 17 international and national clinical trials. So, let's put a big round of applause. Now I will request Dr. Vijan to please do the handover.
Sir, to the center now, second, yes.
Yeah. Now I will request the outgoing secretary, Dr. Vikrant Vijan, to do the handover to the incoming secretary, Dr. Suresh Suryawanshi sir. Let me give a brief introduction of Suryawanshi sir. Dr. Suresh Suryawanshi is a senior interventional cardiologist who is currently working as a director cath lab at the Pioneer Hospital and as a director at the Suryawanshi Heart Care Clinic. Sir has worked as a full-time consultant interventional cardiologist in Wokhart Hospital for 6 long years. Besides having a great academic career and inclination, he has also mastered yoga. He has completed Yog Praveen courses. He has also got Mind Your Stress book to his credit as an author. So I request Dr. Vikrant Vijan to please do hand over to the Dr. Suresh Suryawanshi.
Yes, sir. Sir, इकडे समोर. Sir. Sir.
Now, it's an honor for me to introduce the new team which is going to lead CVSM for next 2 years. So, I officially announce our new team. President, Dr. Manoj Chopda sir. Secretary, Dr. Suresh Suryawanshi sir. Joint Secretary, Dr. Atul Patil. Treasurer, Dr. Rajendra. Yeah, Dr. Atul Patil, please come. Yeah. I'll request Honorable VC ma'am present this book as a token
Yes,
of
sir.
appreciation. Yeah. I request our new treasurer, Dr. Rajendra Deshmukh sir, to please come on stage. Now the executive committee members, Dr. Abhay Singh Walia sir, Senior Cardiovascular and Thoracic Surgeon of Nashik City. It's tricky to declare your own name. I am also a member of executive committee for this year, Dr. Seema Nakshari. Dr. Vikrant Vijan is also part of our new executive committee. Dr. Nilesh Taude, interventional cardiologist. Sir, please come up on the stage. I'll now call upon Dr. Nilesh Purkar sir, an excellent cardiovascular and thoracic surgeon. Dr. Amol Bhalekar, he's a senior interventional radiologist. Okay, he's not present yet. Yeah, I request all of you to take your seat. Now, I'll call upon Dr. Manoj Chopda sir to address all of us. I request him to please come forward and give his keynote address, presidential speech. Thank you, sir. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks, Sima, for nice introduction. Respected VC Ma'am, Dr. Madhuri Kanitkar, my friend Dr. Sudhir, all the dignitaries on the dais, and my dear friends. Please accept my heartfelt thanks and sincere gratitude for electing me as a president and placing your trust and confidence in my ability to lead the organization. We all know Cardiovascular Society's pivotal role in fostering knowledge sharing, networking, and fostering strong relationship among members. We are privileged to have our chief guest, VC Ma'am. एकदा जोरदार टाळ्या वाजवून त्यांचं स्वागत करूया. एक मॅम करता मी इथं शेर सांगतो. है समय नदी की धारा, है समय नदी की धारा, जिसमें सब कुछ बह जाता है, जिसमें सब कुछ बह जाता है समय बड़ा तूफान, है समय बड़ा तूफान, जिसमें प्रबल पर्वत हिल जाया करते हैं, जिसमें प्रबल पर्वत हिल जाया करते हैं. अक्सर दुनिया में लोग चक्कर खाया करते हैं, अक्सर दुनिया में लोग चक्कर खाया करते हैं, पर कुछ ऐसे होते हैं जो हाथ मिलाकर इतिहास बनाते हैं, इतिहास बनाते हैं. There is an old saying, all the time you acquire knowledge by hearing, and if at all, if there is a gap, have food. So we as a team shall focus on important gaps, and our food will be journal clubs, guideline updates sharing, case presentations, and more educational program like keynote speakers and their presentations, panel discussions, and cutting-edge research if possible. The various activities and services of CSI doesn't happen by chance, but are result of hard work and dedication. 2 years of existence may seem a passing phase in lifestyle of a man, but it can be pretty mind-blowing to know how important this year was, as most profound and significant developments happened about the Nashik. I got elected as a EC member of state chapter CSI, and me as secretary, Aniruddha as chairman, and all EC members of organizing committee, we had a wonderful conference, Maharashtra Intervention Council 2024. We organized vibrant, dynamic and state level first of kind, first MIC chapter conference in Nashik. It was a huge success, around 500 registrations, 154 case presentations, 6 live interventional cases, 10 training villages of structural heart disease and cheap angioplasty. Please accept my heartfelt thanks for your support, cooperation, advice and blessings which made this transformation possible. As we know about the cardiovascular disease which affects more than 535 million people across the world, in India, 1 in 3 deaths are because of the cardiovascular disease, and it's a premature deaths. Below 55 years of age, people are dying because of cardiovascular disease. How does this happen when 80% cardiovascular disease could be prevented and treated? And that's why this year World Heart Day theme was Use Heart for Action. World Heart Federation and Cardiovascular Society of India have a vision 2033 of policy changes and mainly awareness, accelerating actions to prevent, detect early and manage the cardiovascular disease. And I think we as the Nashik branch has a much bigger responsibility in coming years. As we EC members were sitting and met just 3-4 days back before this program, what should be the theme of our this 2 years committee. So we talked about in last 6 months Nashik faced a lot of climatic changes, traffic jams because of that air pollution, lot of construction going on, and we saw that with a lot of communicable diseases happening in Nashik, and because of communicable diseases also inflammation and patient developing the infarct and the strokes. So one side is a communicable disease, other side is a non-communicable disease, and how do we cope up with this? And that's why we thought that the theme should be healthy city, healthy citizen, or healthy citizen, healthy city, and that's the theme for the next 2 years. I think it's a huge task and will require combined efforts of government agencies, Maharashtra University, NGOs, citizen forums, medical associations like IMA, API, and all others should come together and try to improvise the infrastructure and try to reduce the cardiovascular disease burden. It's going to be a 4-point program. CSI is saying that we catch them young. School college health programs, digital stato ECG can be done to diagnose the congenital heart disease, CHD screening at early age so that they can be offered a treatment, and most important, the CVD prevention strategies, awareness during in the school and the college going children about the nutrition, exercise importance, and most important, climate and environmental changes affecting the cardiovascular disease. As we all talk about the artificial intelligence, innovation, and the technologies for the cardiovascular health, I think diabetes and hypertension are the 2 silent killers. And whenever you have a diabetes and hypertension, there is a 3 to 4 times more risk of a cardiovascular disease. I think the telehealth, wearable devices for detecting the atrial fibrillation, and the mobile devices like glucometer, BP apparatus, and having a more and more screening camps, because these are the silent killers. All this robust data to help for prevention and treatment, and basically one is the thing is the spoke and hub management for the STEMI treatment, how we can implement that. We all are trying to do all these things at our individual levels or hospital levels, or are doing a community services through different camps. Why not have a combined efforts as a society? We all know that 3 million people die from the tobacco use and the exposure to the second-hand smoke, and 25% death from cardiovascular disease are secondary to air pollution. 9 out of 10 cities air quality is poor. During Diwali season, we all read about that in the newspapers, Delhi having more than 450 new particles. Nashik also it was 250 plus, and recommended is only 85 to 125. There are apps which have been developed for the air pollution awareness programs. Try to use them and make aware the citizens how do we reduce the air pollution. Next initiative is a CAL initiative that's already Dr. Vinod talked about. CPR as a life skill initiative. We all are trying to do CPR courses, CPR trainings for the different publics. We as a society try to do a CPR CAL program and try to do it at multiple places and try to train more and more people. At state level, whenever I had EC committee meetings, the different registries were discussed. I think Dr. Atul Patil has been taking initiative in that, and we'll be having a different registries where the heart failure, STEMI, diabetes and hypertension with cardiovascular disease. And I think this will give us a local data, local treatment differences, and that might help us in building a new treatment protocols. I think MUHS, ICMR can help us in different registries so that we can take this forward. I know it's easy to say, but difficult to achieve. Whatever I said, it's a difficult task. Whenever we talk about air pollution, the infrastructure, there the traffic is important, air is important, then again the food industry, agriculture industry, all these industries should come together to improvise the infrastructure of Nashik city, and it's going to be a huge task. We are judged by what we finish and not what to start. And I think it's a start, and let's see in 2 years what we'll be able to finish it. I promise to work constantly to make the society to reach to a competitive level of state and national counterparts. I request you first to fasten up your seatbelts, be ready to have your role as a responsible member and enrich we by your active participation and interaction. With all humbleness, I thank you all and we will make our beloved body proud organization in coming years. To conclude, from all our EC members, I will say, जिंदगी की उड़ान अभी बाकी है, जिंदगी की उड़ान अभी बाकी है, और भी इम्तिहान बाकी है, और भी इम्तिहान बाकी है. अभी तो कुछ गज जमीन नापी है, अभी तो कुछ गज जमीन नापी है, आगे पूरा आसमान बाकी है, आगे पूरा आसमान बाकी है. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you very much, Chopda sir. Sir, we are sure that with your wealth of experience, passion and innovative ideas, you will lead the CBSN to achieve even greater heights. Thank you so much. I will now request our dynamic IMA President, Dr. Sudhir Sankalecha sir, please give his address to our gathering. Thank you, sir.
Good evening all. Respected Vice Chancellor of MUHS, Dr. Madhuri Kanitkar Madam, incoming President Dr. Manoj, outgoing Secretary Dr. Vikrant, incoming Secretary Dr. Suresh, all the cardiologists and dignitaries sitting in this august gathering, State Vice President of IMA Dr. Mangesh, our IMA Secretary Dr. Raviraj, Dr. Shia, Dr. Rashmi. When Manoj told me that there will be an installation ceremony and I am going to invite Dr. Kanitkar Madam, I was very happy for the reason that I knew that now this installation will be in the 5-star hotel. So I thought that now Madam will definitely come to IMA and Manoj will have to invite me and share the dais in this hall. So I said yes, the best choice to have a chief guest. So thank you Manoj. Madam, I am very happy that you have come to this Hall of Indian Medical Association. I would like to tell you one more thing. There is one more coincidence that Nashik has got the government medical college only because of Dr. Madhuri Kanitkar. She started a postgraduate institute and then we got this GMC Nashik. And ma'am, I am very happy to tell you that first white coat ceremony was held in IMA Hall, Nashik this year. And it will always be remembered in the history that the first white coat ceremony was in IMA Nashik. And we have also offered them our hall for all their activities all the time. So thank you so much for that. And I feel that IMA is a big apex body and we have so many allied societies or allied associations. Cardiology is the top one, the least number of probably members, but the top society, जिसको बोलते हैं पेड़ के सबसे ऊपर का भाग. And IMA is the root. And I am happy that you all are here. And you all know that any untoward incidents, nowadays we know that it's rampant, the violence is rampant, we are going through a very bad stage. And you never know, you are the most vulnerable branch, I would say, for any mishap to happen. And we never know when we have to go ahead for that morcha. And only IMA is going to be with you for any kind of help when you need. So one more coincidence that this installation ceremony is happening in this hall. As far as cardiology is concerned, I would say that with the help of IMA, we should be conducting more and more CPR trainings for even the layman and for the people of Nashik. And I feel that IMA Hall can be made available permanently for these CPR trainings for various associations, organizations, school children and any other layman or common man. So we should be conducting these CPR sessions in association with your association, Cardiology Association. I wish you all the best for your tenure, Dr. Manoj. He is a very, very dynamic person. As an IMA president also, we have seen him doing so well during Kumbh, and I am sure he and Dr. Suresh and all his team will take this association to a greater height. I wish them all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, it's really a matter of great pride and privilege for me having got this opportunity to introduce our esteemed chief guest today. Our chief guest of honor, Lieutenant General Dr. Madhuri Kanitkar ma'am, is a retired General Officer of Indian Army. Being only third woman in the Indian Armed Forces to be promoted to a 3-star rank, she remains an inspiration to countless women who wish to achieve the highest in any male-dominated field. Madam assumed the prestigious appointment of Honorable Vice Chancellor of Maharashtra University of Health Sciences, Nashik, on 1st November 2021 after 39 years of service in Army Medical Corps. She is a medical graduate of Armed Forces Medical College, Pune University, and she had the distinction of being first in Pune University in all 3 phases of MBBS. She is a pediatric nephrologist, and I am proud to say that she was the first trained pediatric nephrologist of the Indian Army. She did her post-graduation in pediatrics from Mumbai in 1990 and then trained herself in pediatric nephrology from All India Institute of Medical Sciences, AIIMS, New Delhi, followed by a fellowship at the National University Hospital, Singapore and Great Ormond Street Hospital, London. She has also completed FAIMER, that is Foundation for Advancement of International Medical Education and Research Fellowship in Medical Education. She has been a professor and head of Pediatrics Department at the AFMC and has also been the Dean at her alma mater. She has over 25 years of long teaching experience and was awarded Best Teacher Award by the MUHS in 2008. She has been known to work for the students' welfare. Under her leadership, the officers, faculty and the staff of Maharashtra University of Health Sciences have undertaken many initiatives in a time-bound manner, and these are illustrated in the Vijan document on the website. These programs have become the pioneering models in the field of medical education. Ma'am has received many prestigious awards for her path-breaking work. She was awarded President's Gold Medal in 1982 for her contribution to academic and extracurricular activities. For her distinguished and exemplary service, Madam has been awarded Param Vishishta Seva Medal in 2022, Ati Vishishta Seva Medal in 2018, and Vishishta Seva Medal in 2014. Madam has been appointed as a member on the Prime Minister's Science, Technology and Innovation Advisory Council. Ma'am, your relentless pursuit of excellence and precision in your work is the magic mantra which has led you along the path of success. Ma'am, your zest for innovative endeavors continues to flourish and may you accomplish great success in your field in the years to come. Kindly accept sincere wishes for an enriched and significant journey ahead. It is with great pleasure that we present this scroll of honor, that is Manapatra, to you on behalf of the Cardiovascular Society of Nashik for your achievements. We are truly fortunate to have Madam's presence today. I request our President, Dr. Manoj Chopda sir, to felicitate Madam with the Manapatra. Now, it is that part of the function which all of us have been eagerly looking forward to and waiting for. I request our Honorable Chief Guest to give your valuable insights which will undoubtedly enrich our today's proceeding. Thank you so much, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Dr. Sankalecha, Dr. Manoj, both the outgoing and incoming secretary, all the members who have gathered here today. First of all, a real big thank you for inviting me, and I mean you sure went out of your way by changing the date, I tried my best. I really tried my best because I'm traveling so much and having 24/7, 365 days university को सुधारने में लगी हुई हूँ. So in that thing so as one of the things was कि I never attend. That is a fact that even the pediatric state conference oration I refused because it was in a hotel. I'll tell you the reason behind it. But they said no, we change the venue. Then the guy said, but I'm traveling on this day, we change the date. Then I said, no, I have to leave next morning because I have to go and vote in Pune. We'll have it early, we'll have it in time, and I must compliment you that all things, so there was no way. But that is all sort of minor compared to actually, dil ki baat thi ki that I must come and meet you all. Because this gives me an opportunity to interact with you, to get out of the mold, to share, to know from you what's happening in Nashik, and for me to tell you what we are trying to do, because finally we are working together on a lot of issues. And that is actually the trust. But first of all, I must compliment you for this society, because it is absolutely the ethos with which I came and brought about the changes in the university, that firstly, we are all, what you correctly said, islands of excellence. We need collective competence. I mean, if we have to move from illness to wellness, I always say it, take out the I and put the me. So you have really put that in this society by getting all the people who actually, from the people who can reach the heart, to hold the heart, to pump the heart, to do everything. So it's an absolute heart to heart that you have all got together for a common purpose of the heart of every individual. And that is what is so appealing about this society and why I accept it. That is the honest thing that I thought this is something very unusual that I must see, where today everyone is on a turf war. Ye mera. I was just there at the inauguration of one of the dental 3D printing studio, and I kind of told them, I said, आजकल cleft palate किसके पास जाता है? Because I mean, it used to be a terrible thing as residents, ENT people saying कि we are the people who will treat it. The reconstructive surgeons would say, no, cleft palate is ours. The old maxillofacial would say, cleft palate is ours. And everyone had different protocols. And that is what is happening to our patients today. You won't believe it, but when you meet and talk to people, I forget my pediatric nephrology. My heart reaches out to every individual who is confused as to what to do. Because it is, the society is suffering from esteemed, cardiologist, neurologist, nephrologist, every ist, and the patient doesn't know who's going to take care of me. You'll see the plight of a patient in a multi-speciality, ICU, semi-ICU, where everyone, hordes of doctors come, look at him, ask for some more tests. He's punctured about 20 times a day because each one wants some more tests. The first 48 hours are the worst. And each one writes instructions. Very few is looking at it holistically. And I'm telling you this from experience. When my mother was admitted years back with a multi-organ failure, I came in, I was that time in Udhampur when highly Northern Command flew down, and there was she on a ventilator, and I found no one was looking after her. There was everyone looking after pieces of her. And I kind of requested everyone to let me look after my mother. I took care of her nurse, and they said, Dad had called me saying I've requested them to hold on because she was already CKD, pancreatitis, multi-organ, you name it was there. And I said, Dad said, you come and be there to decide whether we should stop life savings. I said, no, we've not tried enough. First and foremost, I'll tell all ists to move out, and I'll be her nursing care. and I'll be not her daughter, but I'll be her nurse, ensuring no sepsis, do all the catheterizations, all the IVs, all the things, I'll do it myself. That is, I think, where we are losing out. No one bothered about nutrition. Patient is lying in coma. Nutrition was not bothered about. That's where I turned in and changed the thing, and 2 weeks later, she could walk out of the hospital. I mean, that was when it taught me the basics of what is required. And that is where I felt that we are role models to the society. And very correctly, Dr. Sankalecha said, the cardiologist really takes, because everything is dil ki baat. So finally, the heart is what you can reach the heart of every individual. And when others tell they don't, but when a cardiologist says you're a role model for society. And that is why I thought I'll bring home this point that yes, when it comes to academic, when we are celebrating with our family, with our friends, why 5-star? We can go to any international, to anything, where we are not being watched as doctors, where we are not watched as cardiologists. But when we are looked at as academicians, let's bring academy back to the academies. Academics needs to come back to the colleges, comes back to the universities, comes back to where academics belongs. It's unfortunate that any of you see the national conferences. I mean, your society may be small, but our pedicons, and there are a lot of pediatricians here. It's mind-boggling to see people feel proud. 10,000, 12,000 delegates. Parallelly, we ranked 12 sessions, we ranked concurrent 18 halls. Halls में कौन है? सिर्फ सुनने वाले. And when you see 2-3 people and you say, oh, how come you all are waiting? They say, we are going to speak after you. Because there's no one else to listen. And what are the others? They're all outstanding. They're all standing outside. So these are situations which has come to reality. So it's not any other reason why patients are frustrated. Patients are fed up. Out-of-pocket expenses are going on. I mean, it was so sad, just to share, that when there was a news article in, I think, Gujarat, where camps were conducted and they found that there were a whole lot of interventions done, needed or not needed. So unless we change, why will society respect us? So today we have to gain back what we have lost, and for that, senior people like you all need to be the role models for the students, because they are under pressure and they are seeing only wrong. They are not, there is no one guiding them. There is no career counseling. There is no, in fact, I challenge at government fora, I've said that the society needs it. Why isn't the government having campus placements for doctors, for nurses, for paramedics? Why are they still struggling for jobs? It's because you're just expected to, when the whole society is changing, wake up. We have to tell society that you have to have a different perception. We are there for you, but you have to be there for us. So it is organizations like your societies, the IMAs. It's fantastic that FIMA and IMA is really taking up the issue of the Kolkata incident. And unfortunately, finally, it all boils down to who puts the matter point across very strongly. And if we give up our issues, our conscience, everyone in your heart knows right or wrong. So I just tell everyone, you don't need to worry about ethics code, everything. Dil ki baat suno. Dil mein sab kuch pata hai. So if you listen to the heart, you will always never do something wrong, and we'll gain back the respect that we have lost. Now coming to the next part about your approach of collective, this is the ethos with which I sort of took over MUHS, that we need to work together. An integrated approach to wellness is what we need to concentrate, and we really need to move from education is not about treating only disease, but we want to make the best doctors where prevention is given. And in that, I'm very happy that the Madhavbag chair was one of the first chair professors to set up a preventive cardiology, and Dr. Jagdish Hirenmath was our chair professor who's resigned, and we are really looking out. I'd be extremely happy if I get some person who takes on this thing of preventive cardiology, where the Madhavbag Trust looks at an integrated approach. So it was very exciting to know that you also this thing on yoga. And with that in mind, the MUHS has taken huge steps in an integrated approach, and today the country is looking out to MUHS. In the last 3 years, we've worked together in a huge way. First of all, which was just an isolated jungle alert, a lot of people have come down. We've made it into a complete, because mission life, I said every student who comes here, every faculty, every person who comes must understand it's not for government to tell us mission life. What is mission life? Whenever I ask students, none of them have heard of it. It is mission life is life for environment. Live with environment. So when the Japanese say, forest bathing, and they use all their Japanese terms, we all think about it. But Indian culture has always been to look after your trees, to look after your air, and then we create the problem, and then we want solutions, and then the West oppose on us, and then we start rediscovering when they tell us. So I think a time has come where we really need to look at these issues and have these integrated approach. So today when you come to MUHS, we have a completely plastic-free drip irrigation, rainwater harvesting, solar energy, only battery-operated cars, with a 5 senses garden, a Samvedana garden, a yoga, this thing. It's the works. It has been done with more, and more proud is that not that we just outsourced and spent money. People of MUHS, I'm glad 2 of them came down to see that there's a commitment to it. There's an ownership. So all of you belonging here have such a sense of belonging to the city of Nashik. I mean, honestly, I came, I saw, and I was conquered by Nashik myself. Today, I love being in Nashik. I can't even, just because there's a grandson in Pune, we go sometime, but otherwise for work I travel, I don't leave my campus outside of Nashik because it is so beautiful. It is still it has not gone down to like Delhi style in the big cities. So I think we as citizens need to. So MUHS, what are the new things? For people like you all who are going to take academics to the next level, because in every clinician there are 3 roles. There's an academic, a patient care, and a research. And just because the bread and butter, the actual work is from the private people. And that and the public sector, we are not really collecting our data. The future is going to be data science. The future is going to be digital technology. I'm glad you mentioned about telehealth. So I'm very proud to say that among all other changes, we have managed to get, for the first time in India, MUHS is going to have a state-led center of excellence as a hub and spoke model, but it's going to be with a difference. It's going to be a Section 8 not-for-profit company. It's taken like 2 years of convincing the government, but we've got through. We've got the GR. We are setting it up. The hub will be in Nashik, but the spokes will be all the government medical colleges, which are going down, which are really, the best students are going there. It lacks faculty, lacks infrastructure, it's such a sad state of affairs. But I can't change that. So how can we change? What we've done in this, it's going to be called Chakra. Chakra, because Chakra is a hub and spoke. Chakra is Ayurveda, your chakras of which have the Mooladhara chakras. Chakra is also there in our flag. And Chakra is an acronym for Consortia of Health, Applied Knowledge and Research with Autonomy. So that is the MOA AOA is ready. I'm just waiting for the MEDD permission, and we'll register the company. And then I'm looking out for people like you, because everywhere engineers are going ahead. They have industry academia partnerships. They have alumni associations. We don't have those in the medical. But what is industry? Industry is people working with their homes, with their large hospitals. That is industry for us. So if we partner with them, we need to bring technology back into the hub of education and give the strength of education. So when you have clinical meetings, we can have digital technology and transmit it to even the postgraduate students who are there maybe in Chandrapur, Nandurbar, Ratnagiri, which is no faculty. But I propose in my Chakra, there's going to be a digital learning studio and a digital health department to prepare the future. The future doctors are not going to be treating the way we learned to in our teaching. So for that, we are going to have that. Second, we are going to have a faculty development academy. And in that, we are going to encourage people to come and train to become teachers with 4 tiers of it. you're just expected to, one basic course kiya, nahi ki bhi kiya, so you're a teacher. But can you bring pedagogy to the next level using technology and become good administrators? I found that was my biggest strength when I came as a Vice Chancellor versus the others. I had a huge this thing of, so we've created 4 tiers. Assistant Professor, Associate Professor, Professor, Deans. So all 4 will have additional skills which start from teaching technology, research methodology, getting grants, IT to administration, to digital technology. And in that, the first of our LMS is already ready. We've created a course which you all are most welcome to join in and do. It's free for everyone. It is the Digital Health Foundation course. It's 13 modules, 2 credits, and it is available online. Anyone can register. Not only have we made it compulsory for all our interns to prepare them for the future, this course has been taken by the National Health Authority and is going to be put on the iGOT platform. And it was created with the help of IIT Mumbai. So this is how we are collaborating in every way. So the scope is huge, what you said. Whether it's the registries, whether it's the getting together this, as long as we have a mix of faculty and academia and practice people, people with expertise, people who are top of the line, need to bring their expertise to academics, and academia needs to interact with them to bring in. So that is the future which we can really take it forward. In the same way, we are also looking at developing a museum called Ikshana, under the same this thing, which is going to be a museum of wellness. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, the museum, the DPR is ready. It's been made by the National Center for Science Museum, who has made the museum for the Prime Minister, for the Vishwesharya. I've convinced them to come and do it for MUHS. Why are we doing all this? Because I look at Nashik as the most happening place. Kumbh is coming in 2027. So for that, I've given the state, the city of Nashik, the divisional commissioner and all the people who are working towards it, a theme. I said make it an AI Nashik. Nashik already has A and I in it. So NASI, no, so you can have an A and an I capital and Nashik. The other thing is make it a wellness kumbh. People who come here will not come just that, but have an opportunity to learn much more about healthy lifestyles, about this, and that we need to have an integrated approach. So therefore, I thought this was an excellent opportunity. What is the third component? And this would really interest you all, even people who are working. We are having the first incubator in a state health university. It's called Disha. So all are acronyms. So Disha is the incubator which has already been established, so that we have young entrepreneurs, young specialists who find solutions which are fast, affordable, feasible, acceptable, sustainable. That's the mantra, and we can produce, and we don't need to look outside. We have the youngest youth. So if each one of us thinks that yes, I have reached, I have arrived, I'm going to keep doing fantastic work, but what is it I can give back? And like you all are doing in every little way, if this is given back as a collective thing to develop Nashik as the healthiest city, we need to reach every unreached citizen using technology. So can we do it? I think these are the challenges we can work together on. So there are multiple such things, and one of course is the postgraduate institute, and I'm very happy that senior professionals will now be able to become faculty, because I've taken that up through the NMC. I've just revised the entire TEQs for teachers, that we will have visiting professors, adjunct professors. So these people senior people can bring their experience to the students who are learning. And an additional thing, I'd love any of you all, and IMA particularly, to take up, and whether it can be taken up as a national level thing. MUHS has started 2-3 very interesting programs. One is the SIP. Everyone knows SIP, Structured Investment Plan, right? But I have it different. It is my plan for the future. It is the students of undergraduate who are being sent. We started a test with 150, it's now going for a publication. This year we sent more than 800 students to 70 institutions. As UGs, they're going and working with Center for DNA Fingerprinting Diagnostics. They're working for Center for Cell Sciences. It was an envisioned youth undergrad I met who said, I have extracted my DNA because they come and work in gene health lab. So this is the kind of work we are promoting so that the people who are interested can have rapid accelerated learning and not go through the same, teaching still glucose with the Benedict's test. I think we need to move a little faster. Knowledge is doubling. So this is something very fascinating. But where you all will come in for the super specialist is the ACE program. ACE is a ACE, ECA. It's also the accelerated clinical experience. This is what I'm starting for postgraduates who are not getting adequate exposure. And that is something, an opportunity where residents will be able to come and work with top institutions to learn processes so that there is accelerated learning. So there are such huge programs which are being rolled out, and the whole team at MUHS has become a hashtag MUHS Parivar. That is how we are able to make, otherwise 3 years to transform, where I'm talking of MUHS as a champion of change. And for all this, let me tell you, the Asian Development Bank has promised an 80 crore loan to the budget to the university to let these plans roll out over the next 5 years. So this is something that we've managed to do is fantastic, and I think a time has come. Just yesterday I had invited Mr. Kataria, who's from the Ashoka Builders, who's also into health and education. I said, I need industrialists like you coming to the university. This is your university. We go and, when we go to UK, we visit Oxford. When we go to this, we go to Princeton. Kya campus hai? But we are never proud of our own campuses. We never develop them, we never show them off. But I think a time has come we need to do that, and I'm ensuring that I spearhead those movements. So if I don't go to 5-star hotels, it is this reason, that I've got much better things to do, and I have you all with me, and that's how we're going to take it. Thank you so much. I again wish you all the best. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Speechless. I can't thank you enough in words. We are really, really thankful for your precious pearls of wisdom, and I think MUHS is fortunate to have your leadership, that it will just touch the sky. Sky is the limit for MUHS because of Madam's leadership. Thank you so much. Now I will request Dr. Suresh Suryawanshi sir to give the vote of thanks.
Good evening, everyone. It is said that gratitude is the memory of the heart. On the behalf of our organization and as an incoming secretary, I express my sincere gratitude to our respected guest of honor, Dr. Madhuri Kanitkar, Honorary Vice Chancellor MUHS, for accepting our invitation and sharing your wisdom. I'd like to be grateful to our own Nashik IMA President Dr. Sudhir Sankalecha sir for attending today's program and also allowing us to use this beautiful IMA Hall and the staff for today's function. I am also grateful to our own organization CVSN, outgoing President, Secretary and President, and all of my colleagues for believing in me and offering me secretary post, and I will see that we will take it to the next level. The outgoing team has already done a very good job, and I assure you that we will do a better job. A big thank you to all my CVS colleagues, family members, friends, press and media people, and well-wishers for your presence, which made this event a grand success. And finally, I would like to end by thanking you all again.
we are coming towards the end of the program and we will all stand for the national anthem. We have to sing. Then all of us have to sing.
Yes.
भारत माता की Yes.
थोडं मागे या ना पॅन मारून घ्या काय टेन्शन नाही सर 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 इकडून नाही येस रेडी थांबव काय टेन्शन नाही मी थांबून ठेवतो एकदम स्लो एक मिनिट येस रेडी स्माइल वेट वेट वन मोर व्हिडिओ झालं काय सांगा Yes. Come. Oh, sir. Yes. So, yes, sir. इकडे समोर. झालं?